Welcome to the second video for the first problem for the second exam. In this one, we'll draw the shear diagram based on the equations we found in the first video. Now that we've determined the functions from A to B, from B to C, and from C to D, we can draw our shear diagram. So we're going to start up from here. We're going to slip down 9 because we're going to go down to -9. So I'm going to call that -9. We're going to continue as a constant all the way over to point B. At point B, we're going to go up 18.1, which will bring us up to 9.1, which will just be almost the exact same as that. So this is -9 kips, and this is going to be positive 9.1 kips. It's going to stay constant only from B to C, so only up till this point right here. So that is 9.1 kips. And from here, it's going to descend at a rate of 2 kips per foot. It's going to be linear, right? This function right here is linear. And so we're going to end up at 9.1 kips minus 2 times 8 is minus 16. So we're going to end up with negative 6.9 kips. So that's going to be, let's see, at 4. It's going to be around there. Whatever. So this is going to be negative 6.9 kips, which is, well, negative 16 plus 9.1. And then that just happens to be the reaction that we have given at D in the y direction. So at point D, we end up with 0. That's good. That means that we didn't mess anything up. So, one thing that is usually pretty good to do now, is to find where we cross 0. So on the one hand, we cross 0, obviously at this point where we have discontinuity. So there's that. And there's also this point right here. And so to find what that point is, we can just look at this function right here, solve it for 0. So we can say that shear CD has to equal 0. Well, okay. There we go. Equals 9.1 kips minus 2 kips per foot times x3. That's going to give us that x3 has to equal 4.55. Now, remember that x3 is measured from C. Okay, so that's 4.3 or 4.55 feet. It might be easier to go the other way. But we do know where that point is, right there. So, and frankly, it'll be perfectly fine to have it in this form. For the next part, where we do the moment diagram.